In this video, we're going to explain who makes this material and what makes it the best. Stick around to find out to the end. And our special guest has arrived. Skinny boy! It's early.
It's early. It's time to go make a couple dollars.
Only a couple.
$1. We get paid $1 per day.
Dude, grab your concrete saw.
I don't have it. It's getting fixed.
No! Skinny boy. Patio 2023. All right, doing the boulder right now. About to set the patio. Let me just put this over there. You what? All right, guys. Sorry about the camera view. It must have moved when I set it up there. But as you can see, one of the biggest important steps of doing a patio is your compaction. So what we did was we installed 8 inches of crushed concrete. And right now you can see we got it all leveled up and stuff. We installed our barrier all the way around with those small edging blocks. And then we're installing the screed poles. This is the easiest way to get everything graded to the correct level. And what we did was we sloped it a little bit towards the stairs so that way you'd have correct drainage. And right now we're installing slag sand, and that's what we're leveling everything with before we start installing our patio blocks. And right now, like, this is one of the most important parts of your patio installation. That way everything is level and it makes your install go super smoothly. What you do is you install those screed poles, get all of that level, and then you pull the screed poles and you just fill in that area and fluff it in a little bit and follow the same grade that's already there. In this video, you can see us arguing quite a bit on just how we want to do the layout and stuff. So the material we're using, it's a high format gauge select. This stuff is absolutely the best if you're trying to do Flagstone patio. You don't have to deal with all the uneven pieces and like struggling to get them to match together. This stuff is super good because it's all like a 1-inch thickness. It's I think it's like it's a high quality precast product, but it looks freaking top notch. Like every time we install one of these, the customer loves it. It's cool. As you can see, we're putting it together and it's got letters and numbers on each side of like the patio material, and they all match up to each other, so it's got an easy installation process. The only places you really have to cut it is when you get to the outsides. You have to custom cut the pieces to fit where you want it to fit inside your area. And other than that, this product is amazing, and it's so much easier to work with than a regular traditional Flagstone patio. It's definitely just a higher quality product, a lot easier to deal with the thickness, and everything being equal in size just makes it so much easier to work with. Definitely a high quality product. So we got the remainder of the patio put in. We're going to start doing the poly sand, getting her tied in and finished up. Show you what the pre-process looks like. Wipe my boots off. Got a little mud today. Bam. So yeah, we gotta fill in all these cracks. Grand Flagstone patio on the way. Another very important step when installing a patio is your prep work before you do your poly sand. You want to make sure everything's all dry and cleaned off. You want to make sure there's no dirt and stuff like where you're going to be spreading your sand. Patio time. Make sure it's all clean. It's just an important factor when installing. What we like to do is when you're installing the poly sand, do small areas at a time so that way you're in control of everything. It doesn't get too crazy, doesn't get everywhere. starts raining or something crazy, or like just you get water somewhere, it doesn't make a huge mess. So we like to section off little areas and do those areas, then move on to the next, and we can explore a little bit at a time. So you can see once you get all your poly sand in where you want it and stuff, get all the gaps filled to the correct height that you want and stuff, like it's important before you start doing water to go ahead and blow off all the excess, because if you get that poly sand stuck to your patio, you're going to go through a nightmare trying to get everything cleaned off. The stuff, once it starts setting up with water and stuff, gets crazy hard. Like it's super hard to remove. They make a few chemicals, but you can't do it right away. You got to wait for the 30-day curing process before you can even start to use that material to clean it off. So it's important when you install your poly sand to make sure everything's really, really clean before you start watering everything down. So we take a blower and we kind of blow off everything, kind of sweep off all the edges where there is any excess, and we do our final little touches and put in areas where it's needed. As you can see, it's a little meticulous, but it's important to do. So yeah, when it's starting to water, usually we do about 30 seconds, real quick spray off, get everything sprayed good so it's nice and wet, not like sopping puddles or anything. And then we go through, kind of blow off all the excess, and then we hit it again for another 15 seconds and make sure everything's to the right water. All right, guys, got the poly sand in there. Boom. Time to wrap this baby up.